Hello everyone. A couple of weeks ago at Roots Tech, it was announced that there is a new place to try out some programs that FamilySearch is working on. And I'm going to show you where you can find those. It's in a spot called the FamilySearch Labs. So if you start on the main page of FamilySearch, scroll down on the right-hand side, you'll see right here, FamilySearch Labs, and that's what we're going to talk about today. It's called FamilySearch Labs, and we want to click on View Experiments. And when you click on that, it comes up right here. It has 5 right now, and it says choose an experiment, try it out, and use the feedback button to tell us what you think. So we're going to take a look at these 5. The first one we're going to take a look at is expand your search with full text. So we're going to click on try it. This is what it looks like right now. And this basically tells you that this is an experimental lab and not guaranteed to always be available. So it also tells you that you may encounter errors and limited data. For this one with full text search, the only thing that's available to look at right now is U.S. land and probate records and Mexico notary records. So I'm going to throw in a name right here, and I'm going to put in one of my relatives' names. So let's just throw in Augustitis. And we're going to search. Now this is just a random off the wall. However, we came up with something which is very unusual. So let's take a look here. Joseph Augustitis in Wilkes-Barre, Luzerne County, Pennsylvania. That looks promising. So we're going to take a look at that. And this is a will book. So let's make it bigger and see what we can find. And actually, Joseph Augustitis of Wilkes-Barre, Luzerne County, Pennsylvania, who is a laborer, being of sound mind. I don't think any of the Augustitises were of sound mind, but okay. Decently interred in the Lithuanian Cemetery in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. And this actually, surprisingly, is a relative. So I definitely want this, and I never, ever get anything on a first shot. So this, to me, is very exciting. So I am going to definitely take a look at this, compare it with all the stuff that I know, and then attach it to my tree. That was definitely a first shot, very exciting for me. So I'm going to go ahead and close that. Like I said, I just got lucky on this one because there was something there. Your results may vary, but go ahead and try it out. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to FamilySearch Labs. And that was just pure luck there. You can go, if you have people in Mexico or you want to search those probate records, try this out. You can also turn this off if you don't want to do that anymore. You can go ahead and turn that off and it'll go back to the try it. Next up, family groups. This is where you can gather your family into a group and see the same living tree. So this is where you can take a look at history, photos, stories, things like that. So with this, you can turn on your early access. You can take a look. Here's some of the things that you should know and the expectations, because sometimes our expectations really, we get all excited and then we get frustrated when we have expectations and they have expectations and it's not quite what we expect. So be sure and read all of the information. Also, if you'll scroll down, there is an introductory video by the user experience designer, and you can play this. And then you can kind of see how this all works. And then there's more help down here that can explain more where they're going and what they're trying to do with this. So that can be something very exciting, especially if you've got family that likes to work together. My family does not like to work together. They are all convinced that they are little civilizations off on their own and nobody's ever related. So unfortunately, I work alone pretty much, but for those of you that have families that work together, go for it. Okay, we're going to go back here. That was family groups. The next one is find help with AI search. So go ahead and click on try it, and let's take a look at an example. Okay, this is really exciting. This is one of those, I know many of us have played around with AI, and this gives you some examples right here, how this can help you. I forgot my password. Who are the keynote speakers for Roots Tech 2024? I'm new to genealogy. How can I get started? Where can I find marriage records for Dumbarton, Scotland? For me, I'm always going to go with something like, are there records in Lithuania? Records for Lithuania. So let's try this out. It's thinking, thinking, thinking. Oh, and look at this. This gives you a breakdown of things that we can find. And so if you'll look right here, and again, your results may vary, but here, church records, and this tells you what it includes. And right here, if you click on this, let's show you what it does. It takes you to the FamilySearch Wiki. So that'll be records. And for those of you that haven't used the FamilySearch Wiki, it is amazing. And whenever I work with patrons or when I work for myself, I start with the wiki because it's an incredible resource. So let's go back there. And so I looked at that one. So you can just go down all of these resources right here and keep on going, clear till you get to the bottom. So that's just one example of using the lab for finding help with AI search. And you can turn that back off and it'll go back to the try it. The next thing we have is Together by FamilySearch. And this is building stronger family connections and making unforgettable memories. And this one I think is really, really fun. And the biggest thing on this one is I would read the disclaimer. This is an experimental labs product and is not guaranteed to always be available. When using it, you may encounter some errors and limited data. FamilySearch support is not currently available for this project. So this is one of those things that I thought was really, really fun to look at. You start by inviting your family, or you can skip for now. What this does is this pulls together those memories, those stories in your FamilySearch memories. I have a lot of memories in this on my mom's side of the family because she is pioneer stock. And anything that's in here that is my dad's side of the family is because I've put it in. And I'm most interested in my dad's side of the family. So with this, I've looked at it and it's fun. There's some other things about it that are really fun. Those are the stories that are in there. You can also pull in and look at all of these fun things you can do. You can write down your favorite foods, start with an activity. You can go through about me, 52 questions about me, personal journal, life highlights. And right now, just for me, because I'm one of those skeptical people, anything I wrote in here, I would also either screenshot it or make a copy of it and keep it separately, just till I know that this is going to stay put. This also gives you find a name, your temple work, your service, your reservations at this point. Questions, family history, and temple promises, and you can write about your temple experiences. And activities. These are, if you recognize these things, you can tell famous relatives, compare a face, where I'm from, challenging times, and new memories. All of these things are designed to help you connect with your family, making it more real to your family members, pulling these things out. Your ancestors in the 70s, my grandkids think this is hysterical when I pull out, yeah, I was a 70s kid in my teenage years, and My grandkids think it's hysterical when I show them what I wore. Of course, it's coming back, and they kind of like to raid the few things that I kept. You know, a few pairs of bell-bottom pants and things like that. Of course, they don't fit them, but they think they're hysterical. Okay, so the last one is, so we can turn that off. That one I think is really a lot of fun. And then the last one to try out is the profile quality score. And this is where FamilySearch is making it easier to identify common mistakes and inconsistencies in your family tree. So they're trying to do is take a look at the name, and they're putting this profile quality score and showing you that's medium. And what they're looking at is, if you look down here, they're trying to show you, is this child being born before their mother was born? The name of the person isn't matching the name on the attached source. So the things that are very, very glaring, that are tedious things that you might not pick out, or a person is missing sources tagged to their birth. So is there anything that's inconsistent? But it's also saying, why don't I see the quality indicator on my ancestor? But for that indicator to appear, all of the following conditions must be met. The user language must be set to English. The ancestor must be born between 1800 and 1920. The ancestor must be born in Canada, the United Kingdom, or the United States. And the experiment must be enabled. Okay, so this tells you how you can try it out on the prototype. So those are the 5 experiments that are available in FamilySearch Labs at the moment. So hopefully this has given you an idea of what you can try out. So definitely go to familysearch.org/English and Labs and try that out. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.